Question 1. Joe makes a one-time deposit of $5,000 to open an interest-bearing savings account for his newborn grandson, Tyler. The table shows the expected balance of the account B of t when Tyler is t years old. So when he's 0, there's $5,000 in the account. When he's 2, there's $5,030. All the way until he's 14, there's $5,214.39. Consider the 5 intervals representing period of t years during which the account balance B of t changed. Order the intervals from greatest to least. So these are the intervals, greatest to least rate of change. Okay, so this problem, we're talking about rate of change, which really is just a 3-letter word. Not 3-letter word, but 3 words meaning slope. And recall the formula for slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's take these one at a time. So 10, 14, you'll notice those are the ages right here and here. And this is our x column. And the balance is our y column because y depends on x. So the balance depends on the age. So our x values are 10 and 14. Just go ahead and write out the points. So 10 corresponds to $5,152.21. It's this number here. And 14 corresponds to $5,214.39. So we're just going to take those numbers and insert them into the formula. This will be probably the only one I actually write out. The rest I'm just going to stick in the calculator. But it's y2 minus y1. The only thing you got to be careful with is if this number is our y2, then 14 has to be our x2. So on the bottom, it's going to be 14 minus 10. So let's pull out the calculator. And I'm going to type this in all at once. If you have a graphing calculator, there's a handy button. And of course, you can find these online for free, or just download a TI-84 free app on your cell phone. Alpha y equals number 1 gives you this fancy fraction template, and it's going to make entering this problem a whole lot easier. And in a second, we're just going to wash, rinse, repeat this process using a couple buttons in the calculator, and this will go very quick. But I want to do this first from the long way. All right, so the rate of change from age 10 to 14 is 15.55 if we round it to the nearest cent. I don't think it says anything where to round, so my guess these numbers aren't going to be super close. So 1555 is the rate of change there. So now let's do, oops, I deleted everything. That's 1555. So now let's check 612. So there's 6 and there's 12. So again, I'm just going to do y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Second enter will recall the last problem, and then we can just type over. So I'm going to say my x2 was $5,183.21, which means my x1 is $5,090.78. Sorry, that was my y2 minus my y1, and then my x2 then would be 12 minus my x1, which would be 6. Got to hit the delete button to get rid of that 0. And we get 15.41. Now check the next one, 014. we're just going to keep repeating this process till we get them all listed. It's a little bit of a lengthy process, but pretty simple once you've figured out one of them. So then the next one is going to be y2 minus y1. So my y2, we're going to say, is 5,214. It's the number that corresponds with the 14, $5,214.39, meaning my y1 is just an even 5,000. And on the bottom, it would be 14 minus 0. And we get 1531. Now let's check 2, 8. I encourage you, pause the video, try the next one. In just a second, I'm going to show what I got. So as you can see, I got 15, rate of change of 1522. And finally, check the rate of change from 0 to 4. Same thing. Pause the video, try it on your own, and then I'll show you what I got. So this last one I got 15.085, which would round to 15.09. So we want to order the intervals from greatest to least. Looks like mine are already ordered. So it's this exact order. Greatest to least, average rate of change. Yep. Mine's already in that order. If yours is, that should be an easy drag and drop. And I just realized this is the answer key. So that's why it's already in the correct order, but at least now you have seen the math on how we got all of those different rate of changes.